Italian. You got your Italian
jacket on.
Couture.
Yeah.
That's good.
And like I said before, you look like you were in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I look like one of the crazy people in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah. Not one of the crazy, the main crazy person.
But only because I had the glasses on. I don't look like that now.
No, it's the hat.
Oh, I was thinking, got it.
Jack Nicholson.
Right, yes.
Because he wears.
Didn't that movie just have some sort of anniversary? Grazie mille. Grazie. Didn't that movie just have some kind of...
Thank you. That was Italian for hey dipshit.
That was Italian for seriously.
Yeah, come on.
Fine, I'll do it for you. Didn't that movie just celebrate some kind of like 50th anniversary or 40th anniversary?
It might have. It came out in the 70s.
I know.
Maybe 70.
Crazy.
I don't know. But it was. We recently rewatched it, and it's one of my favorites. It's such a good book and a great book that I also.
I never read the book.
Ken Kesey. It's a great book. I read it when I was in high school, and then there's a play too. There's a play version of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Do we have any questions that Rich and I can answer?
Any questions we could not answer? Here, let's start with one that we'll decide. You ask, we'll decide.
Hello.
Hello.
I originally had a question for Jason, but I guess I'll...
Well, that sucks, because he's gone. But I'll tell you what, you can ask Jason a question, and we'll certainly answer it for him.
Honestly, my question was, I just finished Supernatural for the first, well, almost finished it anyway.
Okay.
And I wondered, who is Jason?
It's a fair question.
Great question.
But it's easily answered.
Yeah, let me say something. We are the people that answer that question.
But we know. We work at the show, we know. I'm pretty sure he's Abaddon.
You can't tell. The makeup on that show was so good.
Unbelievable.
You know why you can't tell that he's Abaddon? The neck.
It's the neck.
Yeah.
Your eyes go right to the neck.
Yeah.
When you look at the neck, you're not looking at the face or the entire body.
But
if
you draw a red scar right here on him, boom, he's Abaddon.
You'll see that.
You know, it's funny you should say that because Richard and I are also watching Supernatural for the first time.
Do you guys know that Rob and I do I really do. We host a podcast. How many people listen to the podcast? Supernatural Then and Now.
It's called Supernatural Then and Now, and we watch the episode on our own, and then we go on the podcast and we talk about the episode, and we interview people who worked on the episode, and it's super fun. And in all honesty, we really are watching the show for the first time. We've seen episodes, but never all together.
We're definitely in a part of the show, season 6, 7, and 8, that he and I have not seen anything from, so it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're with you on this journey. You should be listening to the podcast. The only problem is times are tight these days, Rob. How much does the podcast cost?
Let me tell you, $0.
Oh, it's free.
€0.
I can say in euros that's
zero.
But in pounds that would be
nil.
Okay. That's $0, everybody. So listen to the podcast.
Yeah, wherever you listen to podcasts, let's put that up. It's pretty good. And Jason,
wherever you listen to podcasts, in the baño.
In the baño, like me.
Or in the bathroom, like Rob.
Or while you're driving, or in the baño.
Or if you're going to the baño while driving. Right. It's your choice. Anyway, do you have a follow-up question? Can we help you with anything else?
Jason is a musician who wrote a couple, I think 1 song or 2 songs that were in the show.
Right. So that's how he...
Yeah, so early on, even before I think I started doing conventions, he would come and play music.
He would.
And kind of paved the way for the rest of us to eventually play music.
Yeah, he did. The founding father of music on the convention circuit.
Founding father?
Yeah. Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much for your question.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Over here.
Hi guys.
Hello.
So I originally had a question for Jason.
Well, that's here, but...
You know, the people in the back of the line are going to have questions for us.
They can ask Matt Graham.
Exactly.
You can ask it. We'll answer for him.
No. It transfers over. It's fine. I first of all, I have to say, I don't know why in Italy, everybody that comes to this convention, you look better here. I don't know.
You look better here?
Yeah.
Because you forgot your glasses. That's why.
Oh, I got it.
As soon as we're a little blurry, we're hot.
Like then, we look better than
than
Than we actually love.
other places.
Yeah.
Other places. Wow.
Yeah.
Of course, my mind goes to like, I must look shitty in other conventions.
That's what she's saying, isn't it?
You said that, I did not.
No, right.
That's what she's saying.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was wondering, so I'm on the West Coast, and I know that Loud and Swain is doing a show in June. I can't go to that. I was wondering if Station Breaks and Ridge and Loud and Swain were going to do any other shows on the West Coast that I could go to.
There are none planned right now. We're going to do a show in Nashville.
I think that lineup is playing Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, in November.
October 30th.
October 30th.
Oh,
October 30th.
that's not the West Coast.
No, it's not.
That's cool.
There's time for you to travel. You need to get out of the house more. I mean, when's the last time you left town?
Here.
Aside from here, when's the last time you left town?
Yeah, and this also isn't going to help me, but Richard's doing a show in New York.
Right.
But,
Basically, we're going as far away from the West as we can. And then we're going to paddle out into the Atlantic and do a show on a rowboat.
why can't you make it to the show with the Troubadour?
Yeah, no, let's not make this about us. What's your problem?
Well, I mean, are you guys gonna pay for it?
Robert?
Right.
That's right.
Where are you? San Francisco?
Sacramento?
Sacramento.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try to make, we love playing San Francisco.
I do go to San Francisco, so.
Okay. All right.
I'll go to LA. It was just, yeah, I just can't make that date.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can you move the date of the show?
Works for me.
We'll move it to San Francisco.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right.
Hey, this weekend we're going to be playing tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I know this. The schedule doesn't say I'm going to be there, but I will be there. And Richard and Jason and Billy, and then Monday night as well.
In many ways, it's the Nashville show unplugged.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of is.
Exactly, it is.
All right, so we'll see you there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, since Rob just threw me a bomb in my lap,
He threw you a bomb in your life?
in my lap,
On your lap?
I don't
Okay.
know if there is an expression, right expression for that. I don't know.
But we get it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad thing. I told you something you didn't know, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's
I
the
surprised her.
You give a little secret
Yeah,
round.
because we didn't know. So, would you like to, I don't know, elaborate about
Yeah, I
it?
don't know. I mean,
Please.
well, let's just say that we can't say officially yet, but there might be a scenario where maybe, right, Rich and I might go to like a convention if it were to happen.
I don't know, you're posing a hypothetical.
Right. But if there was a convention in, say, Brazil
Yeah.
in like December, we might be there, but we don't know.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
But you said you signed it.
Huh?
You said to me you signed the.
Wow,
Right.
you really opened up to her very honest. But Rob, you said you negotiated a bump for your photos. And you said it was a little frustrating negotiation because the back and forth was being agreed.
Not per diem. You said it was not the
It
sex.
wasn't so great, but they upgrade your hotel, so you say, this I can do.
You fly a premium economy.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't, oh, look, here's the thing. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know why you wouldn't want, but so, here's what I know. I think, yeah. But my partner here to say, like,
I'm out of curiosity, what else is going on with Rob's contractual dealings these days? I'd like to know.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a chance that I'm going to be in Brazil in December at a convention type of thing.
I think this is best handled with a simple Brazilian phrase. Feliz Páscoa. I think you know what I mean.
It's not in December.
Doesn't matter. In our heart, Feliz
What is
Páscoa.
Feliz Páscoa?
Happy Easter.
Yeah.
It's the only Brazilian phrase I know. I can say cachaça, obrigado, and Feliz Páscoa. I can say liquor, thank you, happy Easter. Grazie mille.
So,
Ciao.
I hope.
And by the way, if this hypothetical event does happen, and hypothetically Rob just breached his contract, then hypothetically someone fun and new will be taking his place.
If Rob gets cancelled, I'll go away.
Thank you.
You'll go away. Yeah. No,
Wait, no, yeah.
but you can also realize you're partially to blame for breaking.
You gotta stand up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
No, I'm pretty, yeah, so, well, anyway, I think so.
I would love for somebody to be translating that sentence. Like, yeah, so, I mean, anyway, so why? I mean, gosh, hard to, I mean, huh? Thank you.
Obrigada.
You. Please pass away.
What's up, booty?
That's our What's Up Booty lady. She's having me write What's Up Booty on the thing. What's Up Booty, catchphrase from Supernatural Then and Now, the podcast that, gosh, I forget how much it costs. Robert?
$0, €0.
Oh, okay, good.
Or if you're from England, nil.
No, okay.
Thank you. I'm Josefina from Sweden and from Greece. I don't know if this is a question I have or just a demand. But yeah, you two should be on Hot Ones.
I don't know what that is.
And when are you going to be on Hot Ones?
Well, that's a great suggestion.
What is that?
That is a
Oh,
show.
really?
That's a
I don't know what it
show
is.
where a guy interviews someone as they're testing hot sauces.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did one of those. I did a hot sauce testing with the Hollywood Girls one time as part of their
It was based on that show. That's what you're doing. Jensen and Jared love it. Like it's a great show, and it really. What's great about it is that like the celebrities that they have on, it really kind of it
humanizes them a little bit.
humanizes everybody. Yeah, because they're answering the questions through. I think it would be hilarious, and also like I know that you and I probably because I like hot sauce.
I do too.
I think you last longer than me.
You think?
They get worse as it goes
I
along.
don't know, man. Like I think I like hot sauce, but I think I have a pretty fragile palate.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean I didn't grow up loving it. It's sort of I picked it up as an adult,
Same.
so I think I probably get brought to my knees pretty early in the process.
You should put that in your podcast though while you do it.
Yeah, we should. We should.
But is that a good audible thing? If it just sounds like it'll sound like we're it'll sound like we're humping. I can't believe this is in my mouth.
Honey, you turn it off.
I can't take it anymore in my mouth. Why can't I cool down, Rob? It's so hot.
I can't speak.
Okay, thank you.
I feel like it's a visual medium. I'm just saying.
It is a good one, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I love all the toilet talk today, by the way. All the banyo stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
My favorite.
Tutti bagno.
Yeah. I love your podcast. I listen to it a lot of times, so even more than my own parents on the phone, probably.
Good.
Yeah. So I was wondering. I got really like into all those different roles in TV making and stuff. How about you make an episode or multiple episodes where you choose one supernatural episode and then interview all the different people who are involved doing in that one episode?
Lady, I'll be dead before we do 14 seasons. That episode right there will kill me.
Yeah, that could be like one more extra year.
You want me to die,
Make
yeah.
your millions from the $0.
She's saying do an episode where you interview everyone you work with.
Everybody, from the PAs to Jensen and Jared.
Yeah,
Everybody
the
involved.
problem is it's hard enough to get one person schedule, not to mention 50. But the great thing about the podcast is that we get to talk to people that worked on the show that that the audience may not know, or I had a great interview with Jose the other day.
Oh yeah. Jose Manzano,
Yeah.
focus puller and sometimes operator of the camera.
Yeah.
On Supernatural.
It was great. I mean,
Can't wait to hear that.
yeah. It
And
was great.
I was also really I'm in a way jealous listening to that because, for example, the episode where you were talking about directing with Jensen and you were both saying like you got to learn while working on the show, and I'm like, I wish I could do that too. But it's kind of like you get to do that a little bit when you listen to the podcast. So.
Listen, the podcast, I thoroughly enjoy doing it. Rob does too. Part of the joy of the podcast is the behind-the-scenes peek. Obviously, it's fun and funny for us to goof on each other and have fun with the show and all that. But the interviews, regardless of whether you like the episode, don't like the episode, agree with us, don't agree with what we think about it, the interview is always interesting, and it's always an interesting insight from someone valuable to that episode, be it actor or crew person or writer or anybody in front of behind the camera. And it's always insight that even we are surprised by. There's something interesting about it, and I really feel like in the world of the bygone era of DVDs, when you used to have director commentary and DVD extras, to me, these kind of podcasts have replaced that. So
yeah,
that you can, with a TV show.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore.
Yes, but they don't. So now this becomes a thing where you can get something additional. I always say this is really a companion piece to the show, because even though it's a quote-unquote rewatch, we're not watching it in real time. We're watching it, we're coming in having watched it and discuss it. And and I've talked to people about this, Rob, at various conventions where I said, look, if you do nothing but fast forward to the interview, it's a great companion piece to the episode. You know what I mean?
If you don't like Robin Rich.
If you don't like Robin Rich, F those guys.
What also happens a lot is that we'll watch the episode, and we, honestly, most of the time, we love the episode. The show is so good, and it holds up. But occasionally we don't love
everything the same.
Love an episode, and then we do the interview, and it makes us appreciate the episode that much more.
Yeah,
right?
and we always stick to our guns. We record our review, but we will then go, wow, had I known that but of course nobody does. It's a little bit like the more you know, the more you can appreciate it. But that's why I actually like that we do a review before we interview, because then we actually are learning in real time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I appreciate you listening to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And keep doing so. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
All right. Well, I'm listening to your podcast as well, and I love all the episodes. And now that I know that you've seen lots of them, if it's okay, I have a little game for you to play.
Sure, I'm sure we'll be terrible.
I'm sure you'll be great. So here it is. I'm going to name names of episodes, and whoever knows first what happened in that episode wins.
Oh, man.
We're after.
She asked it, it's crickets.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, just to make it easier, it's all episodes that you were on.
Well, that's good. That's good.
But we'll see who knows it first. So, here we go.
If it's your episode, I'll do it, and vice versa.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see. First episode, Monster at the End of the Book.
That's Rob's episode where he wrote a book. It's your intro. It's your first episode. It's the first. They introduce Chuck, and they find out that Chuck is shocked to meet the boys. The boys discover themselves in the books at a bookstore. They're like, oh, you're LARPing or whatever. They're like, what? And it's not the convention one though. It's before that. We first meet Chuck.
Very good.
And that's all I remember. But I remember you talking about opening the door and you just been doing a concert the night before, right? That one? Okay.
Point Richard. Question number 2. Tall Tale.
That's Richard's episode, and Tall Tales is the one where there's a tall. He tells a story. You read a story, a long story.
Nope.
Let's see. It's not changing channels.
Correct.
It's not the one where all the gods, Norse gods are there. It's the one where it's revealed that you're Gabriel.
No.
It's the one where Jetson dies 50 times.
No.
God damn. It's the one where it's your first episode.
Correct.
Yes. You think he's just a janitor.
Right.
But in fact, he's the trickster.
Right.
And at the end of it, there's some naked people on the stage.
Yep.
And he's in the audience of the theater.
Yeah.
And it's season 2. It's a great episode.
Yep.
I knew it.
Amazing!
Point Rob?
Okay. Point Rob.
All right, this is going to be tough because you haven't got to it on your podcast yet, so good luck. Richard? Fan fiction.
No clue.
It's the 200th episode.
Oh, I saw it. It's the musical. It's a musical written by Robbie Thompson, directed by Phil Segre, and what's happening in real life is also happening on the stage. This is really cool because they have the two girls with the berets.
Yeah, they do the Supernatural, the musical.
Yeah, it's great. Really good episode. I saw that actually when it came. I did see that when it came out. Actually, it's a good one.
Oh, very good. Okay, now it's going to be an episode you have not been into.
Okay.
Good luck. And the question is, Lazarus Rising.
What?
Lazarus Rising.
Lazarus Rising.
No idea.
Wasn't I in that?
None of you were in it.
Okay. Lazarus Rising. Have we watched it?
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's the season finale. No, it's the season opener. Of one of the seasons. Season 4? Oh yes, it's when Misha comes. Castiel's first episode.
Very good. Thank you very much for playing the game.
You're welcome.
Wonderful convention.
That was really fun. That was fun.
All right, you're there.
Hello, Richard, because I haven't said this to you since last July.
She's Maltese.
It means no.
The only thing you can say in Maltese.
That's like from Malta.
Yeah.
They go la 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 la.
You can say like is no. I see like guys arguing the street like no.
That's funny. I like it.
You haven't gotten to this episode yet, but there's an episode that is set in Malta.
Oh, yeah?
It starts, the opener is set in Malta.
Really?
But just so you know, they got a bunch of things wrong.
Okay.
Yes, we do speak Italian, but it's not our first language. We speak
Maltese.
and English.
Yeah, English.
We do know Italian. Parliamo l'italiano. Just so you know, and we don't have direct flights to the US, because it was implied that.
That'll pull you right out of the story, the old flight plan.
Yeah. And it shows it's set in Los Angeles. It'd be really funny. They'll like have a scene downtown. They're like, oh, it's on the beach. And the next scene they're on the beach. Like, no, that takes you like 2 hours to get to the beach.
Bunch of liars.
And we don't have Italian accents.
No.
Because the main guy was supposed to be Maltese. He had this really thick Italian accent. I'm like, that's so wrong. No. If I wanted to talk in Maltese, I can't even do it. If I wanted to talk in Maltese, this is the accent. Okay, it's harsh. It's okay. Just so you know, just information.
What season is that episode?
I want to say 11.
Oh.
Okay, let's say 11.
I want to say, not sure. I have a question for Richard. Any new songs? Any new albums?
No new albums yet. I'm working on some new stuff, just kind of messing around with my own, a couple ideas that I have. I haven't recorded anything new in a while, but I hope to and plan to. So there will be new music, but as of now, currently, I don't even have the new stuff down well enough to be playing it live, but hopefully later in the year, I'll start playing it when we're playing our shows. Saturday Night Special or something like that.
So, one more thing. So the Turkey MC did a tour.
Yeah.
And around the
I believe that was Billy, Paul Corella, Mark Shepard, and then a really great bass player who I don't know. But
I forgot her name.
Mandy.
So they did a tour around these parts. Any plans for Lauenstein or the Dinner of Volunteers?
Well, we would love to do something collectively in Europe, I know.
I asked this question last year.
I was saying this morning, like we were kind of waiting to see if the band was going to be invited to any of the conventions, and then we would sort of like create a tour.
Yeah, bridge off of that.
Around that. But that didn't happen this year in Europe, so we'd love to come. We'd love to make it happen. Part of the problem is just finding the time. And that's why we want to do it around a convention, so that we have to be here anyway, and then we create a tour around it. So stand by, we will be back.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. It was really cool to see you both on 911 or 911 alone.
Oh yeah.
We were on different 911s.
We lead parallel lives, Rich.
I know.
How were those sets?
We had a kind of different experience.
Very, very different. I'll just say that mine was a set. And I showed up and I did my scenes and I left. Robert?
I had a great time. Nice people. We shot downtown LA, so I didn't have to travel. far, and everyone was very gracious, very nice, and I was part of a big stunt, and that was really cool to do, hang out of the building. My mom was like, anytime I'm on any kind of like CBS or ABC show, my mom sees it. My mom, of course, all over it. But she's like, so that was a stunt man. I was like, no, that was me. I was really me. Like, no, really, it was a stunt man. No, it was me. So I had to send her pictures to prove that was me.
Hilarious.
But yeah, so it was fun. I had a good time.
You know what's interesting about mine? We shot on the Sony lot. And the Sony lot's a really cool, old historic lot. But it was empty.
Yeah.
There was just nothing going on.
Yeah.
Back in the day, lots, Warner Brothers, Sony, Universal, they were just booming with activity when you went on lot. And that energy was so infectious. You go and somebody shoot a show over there, and somebody shoot a commercial over there, and a movie back there.
Yeah.
And you go to your sound stage, and it just felt like you were part of the system. Now everything's dead. Hollywood no longer is shot in Hollywood.
Right, so they don't shoot anything in Hollywood, and the other thing, I think, because I had one day on the Fox lot for this show, and it was, I could say, it was a ghost town. And
maybe I was a Fox. I was a Fox, sorry, I was a Fox.
So Fox, yeah, I had the same experience.
Fox, and it was like...
And like back in the day, it's also, dude, it's because actors aren't going on auditions.
Right. So
there were no actors in auditions, there were no writers pitching shows, there's nothing, people are working from home.
It is so weird. It's like the pandemic is still alive and well when you go to a set.
And it used to be like, I'd go to the Fox lot all the time because that's where we had auditions. For, you know, and it's just the industry's changed so much, so yeah. It's
very different, you know, it was, yeah. Oh, and you know, the guy that I did, I don't remember his name, a really nice guy who I did a scene with, was in an episode of Supernatural.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the silent in, I forgot the episode name, when he played the silent, and it was in True Blood.
He was, in what?
In True Blood.
He was a siren. Yeah, you thought he was a girl, then it becomes a guy, right? And then, right? Yeah.
We saw that.
Yeah, we saw it. And then I didn't put it together until later. I'm like, oh, he had mentioned like, yeah, I worked on that show, and then very nice guy. Anyway, thank you for asking.
And was your character supposed to be drunk when you crashed the car? I never really got that in the episode.
Was my character supposed to be driving?
No, drunk, because he...
Drunk?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that was what they were going for. Maybe I made a bad choice as an actor. They don't show the wreck, it's just the aftermath. It was some tire from a different truck flows off. You know, there's a tire buried in the glass of the windshield of the car. So it was a wreck, not my own fault.
They didn't show the accident, so I'm...
No, they didn't show the accident, yeah.
I feel like, I haven't seen it yet, but I do feel like there was something drunk in...
No, maybe a drunk choice.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I run an AA group, so it would have been a change the story dramatically.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
But, no, I don't think it
was... was also an alcoholic, that's why the conversations you had with the other characters sounded so...
Correct. Man, that's, you really did a deep dive on that one. You know, that was not what they were going for. I think the whole thing was for that guy who was thinking, wow, you saved the life of this guy and he's trying to save your life. Like, read the signs, you know, kind of thing. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Hi.
Thanks for watching.
I was wondering if you could give us an update on Robert Shrimp franchise and when the first ball will be opening.
Do you guys know about Rob's shrimp, his shrimp venture, if you will? So Rob is partnered in a what's going to be a chain, a franchisable chain of seafood restaurants called Robert's. And the slogan of Robert's is Robert's, a family place to go squirt some lemon on your shrimp. And Rob, there's been you should get this young lady who knows all about your convention contracts back up here. We should help you.
Yeah, exactly.
With your dealings. Rob is frustrated about his participation in Robert's because we're going to use his name and likeness, right? I guess you kind of get co-writing credit for the song, like, you know, the Roberts. I mean, because you're involved, I don't know, somehow you're going to get something there.
You wrote the song.
I did write the song, you get nothing. So, I wrote the song,
The thing is, Richard.
Oh, you sing it? Yes! Well, if you insist. Roberts, why don't you go squirt some lemon on your shrimp?
So Richard would just kept singing that on our other podcast.
Because it came to me in a dream. It came to me in a dream, man. I was like, Robert. And then I was thinking, why don't you go squirt? And he started going, oh no, please don't.
Yeah.
Because he thought it was going to be something unsavory. Yeah.
Yeah,
but it was just about some lemon on your shrimp. And
I think it would be something Banyo related.
or Banyo adjacent.
And on our other podcast called Kings of Con that we do,
yes.
Where it's him and I just talking trash, and he started singing that song, and then that turned into that becoming a catchphrase of this restaurant chain that he's going to build. And it's a really good idea for a chain where they serve shrimp.
It's a family place, but obviously there's shrimp, there's other seafood items, all kinds of shrimp choices. And Rob, Rob stands to gain a lot from this down the road, but in the immediate, he gets a significant discount at all but the flagship store.
That's right. Which, at first, all there's going to be is the flagship.
Correct.
So what's going to happen is he's going to start this restaurant chain, starting with one restaurant in Los Angeles.
Roberts. A family place to go squirt. Some lemon on your shrimp.
With my face,
right,
next to a life-size shrimp.
Right.
And when I come to visit Roberts with my name and my likeness, I do not get anything.
No. I did not say that. I said you get priority table seating.
Priority table seating when there's not a wait.
Right, obviously I can't bump a family. Anyway, we're very excited about it. It's a work in progress, but we're very excited, and we hope to come across the pond overseas here. So, God willing,
Rich has big plans.
Big plans, and Rob gets a discount at almost all of the locations. So, thank you for your question, Melanie.
Hello again.
Hello.
So Bob's got a new tattoo, and I was just wondering if there's any meaning behind it, and whether Rich would get a tattoo.
I'll answer that one first. No. And Robert,
this is not your thing.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have a desire to have a tattoo.
But you're not like Rich against it.
Do I seem like anti-tattoo?
I got a star here, and I got it. My son, my grown son, and my grown daughter, and I all got them together. So we got matching tattoos.
Where?
In Echo Park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who went first?
Me, and then Audrey, and then Calvin. And Audrey turned 18, and she's like, when I turn 18, I really want to get a tattoo. So I was like, I wanted to get a tattoo since I was in my 20s. I've been talking about it for a long time, and we just both, I think, organically started talking about a star. Like, I wrote a song called Star. She loves stars. She has all these sticker star keychains. So we said star, I think that's a good place to start. And we're going to put it behind our ear. And then I was like, well, I want to look at it. So then we decided here.
Can you show, again, I have a question, a legit question. So it's off center, is that on purpose? Is that like, obviously on purpose, but like, is that significant?
That was just the design, we wanted it to be off center.
Cool.
Yeah, and so we all have it in the same spot. Yeah, so it's just the design that we all got the same thing, and so when I look at it, I think of them. And
yeah, when I saw it, I thought, because obviously I have some called Stars, so I thought that was a link there.
Yeah. There's I mean, in a lot of my lyrics, I talk about stars and, the night sky and things like that. So it just, I don't know, it means something to me.
That's cool.
Poetically.
And very, family centric.
And the fact that it's family, that Calvin and Audrey and I will always have that as a little thing. It's nice. And then Ruth said that when Margaret turns 18, they'll get matching stars. Join the star family.
Nice.
So I'll be dead.
Yeah, you're dead. We'll stand over your grave. They did it, Bobo. They did it. Is it your hand from the grave? Salt. Burn.
Burn my bones.
So now that I know I've known you a long time. You've always talked about wanting to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
You've got this tattoo.
Yeah.
Now is that
A little bit.
So, like, what are you thinking next?
I do like it. I do like it a
No,
lot.
but you're thinking like this is the first of
Maybe, yeah.
a few.
I can see that.
Do you have something in mind? You don't have to say what it is. You get like something that you're thinking like you want to do.
Not yet. Not yet. No. I mean, for a while I wanted to get my heart beat.
Right.
You know. But I don't know. I'm thinking of that maybe still. But I don't know. I'm still just enjoying this one. We'll see. But it's definitely opened up my mind. Like I'm down with it.
Maybe we should get a full beard.
What's that?
We should get a full beard.
What?
A full beard.
A full beard.
Full beard.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That'd be good.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Another thought. You can put this in the arsenal for later. A little lemon. Squirting onto a shrimp.
You know, who gave you the shot glass with the shrimp on it? That you gave me?
No, that was a bubblegum shrimp they gave us.
Okay. So Calvin was home, my son Calvin was home for spring break last week, so when we did the tattoos, and he had a bunch of friends in town, so they all came over, they saw my office, and they're like, got the shot glass out? And like, Dad, are you like doing shots in here? Like, as a college kid, they didn't understand what it was, why I would have a shot glass just for decoration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I also happen to have a bottle of tequila in there that I don't really drink. I mean, honestly, I'm not drinking right now.
And a syringe and a spoon and a lighter. And they're real judgy, these college kids.
I know, exactly. But they did not understand why I had. And I was like, oh, Rich, no, I don't. Like, Dad, what are you doing?
I said, no, I am not. Please, just hand me my whippets dispenser.
Yeah. Here, just let me move the bong over here.
Thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Are you right there? We have a...
No more, one more. No, getting no more.
One more, quickly.
I was just wondering, with the podcast, is there anything while you've been watching that's particularly surprised you that you didn't expect when you started watching?
Lots of things.
Yeah, well, the quick answer is, obviously I knew the show was on 15 years, but I didn't realize in the early seasons how dark the content was. How violent and dark, and I mean that's a compliment, I thought it was awesome. It was, it had to be just in stark contrast to the other shows on CW at the time. Like it really cool and honestly just consistent. I mean, Rob and I review 22 episodes a year. I would say almost the majority of them are home runs.
Yeah, 95%. I would say I didn't realize how much Sam and Dean die. I was like, our joke is like, well, they're going to die at the end of the show, but they actually do die early and come back, but lots of them dying.
And the last thing I'll say is I did not realize how much Jeffrey Dean Morgan was in the show.
Yeah, he's in the show.
I thought he was like, the pilot, not in anymore, so he's in a ton.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. We've been told that it's time for us to go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Rob Benedict.